And we'll find out what makes this tree in Glasgow so special. So special, it's been nominated for European Tree of the Year.
A tree which stands alone on a busy street in Glasgow is competing for the title of European Tree of the Year.
Described by locals as a defiant giant, the Argyll Street ash won UK Tree of the Year in 2025, and now it's up against 11 others from across the continent. Our Scotland correspondent Lorna Gordon has been admiring it.
Reaching high above the rooftops, Glasgow's Argyll Street ash. Its branches bereft of leaves, it is, even in winter, a defiant burst of nature in an urban landscape, standing proud against its sandstone backdrop.
Look at it, what a tree!
It's absolutely amazing. Of the thousands of trees that I've ever met, this one has spoken to me the most.
Why?
I mean, I absolutely love this tree, and it's so obvious that the whole of Glasgow does too.
David Traynor looks after this tree. He backed it to become the UK Tree of the Year, and now it's taking on Europe.
It's not the most beautiful, it's not the tallest, and it's not the oldest. But the fact that it's an urban tree, the fact that it's a defiant giant, this tree could be a reminder that actually trees in urban environments can thrive.
The tree has been a silent spectator to a changing city. Planted during the Victorian era, it's witnessed the end of trams, redevelopment, survived the Clydeside Blitz and deadly ash dieback disease. Those who live here are loyal to their urban century.
It's your neighbour.
She is. She's a grand old lady. She's beautiful. She fills me with such joy. She's stood there for 170 years, the matriarch of the whole area.
What's she like in the summer?
She's all green and full of lovely leaves. She's home to quite a few little birds and all that as well for the summer months. So it's nice to hear them.
It brings the wildlife in as well.
Waking up in the morning and hearing the birds chirping is always a lovely thing. And the odd squirrel ventures over from the park, which is nice to see as well.
A haven for wildlife connected to the community in this part of Glasgow.
This tree towers above the tenements here. It is a living landmark in this city.
There have been things like my mum and dad met under this tree. When I sit in the park bar over the road, I often look up and admire the tree. I ask the taxi driver to drop me off at the big tree in Argyll Street. It's really an icon.
A symbol of quiet strength in a built-up environment, solitary and enduring. Lorna Gordon, BBC News, Glasgow.
Let's talk to Anna Perks from the Woodland Trust now. Anna, good morning to you. It feels kind of joyful celebrating a tree like this.
Absolutely. It's a real joy to see such a defiant giant, as people have called it, in our urban environment, and to witness how the people of Glasgow have got behind this tree, and the love for this tree has been really delightful.
I mean, I look at this and I just think it does look so... It looks out of place, in place, but remarkable. I mean, the story behind it, that's something that's going to inspire people to kind of just value our environment and our trees more.
Absolutely, and I think this tree, the story of this tree is really one of survival and almost a symbol of hope. When you hear the stories of it surviving the industrialisation of Glasgow, the Clydeside Blitz, and now ash dieback, and yet it's been stood there as a landmark, as part of the community, as part of the local history and identity. That's, you know, it really speaks to the connection that communities can have to their local trees.
So we will look at some of the other contenders in European Tree of the Year. What do you think its chances are of winning?
I'd love to see it get that top spot. I think it's got a really good chance. I think when you see the energy and enthusiasm that's backed it this far through Tree of the Year, and the love for it from the people of Glasgow, I'm really hopeful that now the whole of the UK will get behind it and give it their votes for European Tree of the Year.
And I'm morning to you. It's Charlie here. Good to speak to you this morning. We like celebrating trees. And now, have you had a chance to look at some of the rival trees? Because we're going to show a couple of images now, and I'm not sure whether you have seen them before. The first one we're going to show, Anna, is a tree in Lithuania, which is a 400-year-old oak tree, and I think we've got it down as a... Have I got this right? This is the oak of Glasgow.
This one is the maidenhair tree. Japanese origins, found in central France. Wow, this one, 75 years old, can be found near Lisbon in Portugal. They're stunning.
I suppose... Are you familiar with that?
That's the Lithuanian again.
Sorry, the Lithuanian tree. I'm not sure, Anna, if you're familiar with any of those trees, but I suppose what that illustrates in a way is some of us think of trees as just being kind of one shape and size. You know, it's a tree. We're kind of familiar with it. Those trees all so different.
Absolutely. A huge variety of different types of trees. And I have had a quick look at some of the pictures, all of them beautiful. And all of them with really unique stories behind them about what they mean to the local community and how they're sort of bedded in local history. But I think our Argyle Street ash tree really stands out in terms of its urban context, and you heard about that in the film just earlier, and how it's that only tree left on the street in this really busy part of Glasgow. I think that really makes it stand out.
There is something a bit magical, isn't there, Anna? And it doesn't have to be a tree that magnificent as the tree in Glasgow, about a tree in an unlikely place and maybe a very urban environment or somewhere you think, how did that tree grow there? There's something magical about that.
Absolutely. And when you start looking at all the benefits that tree will be giving to that local community, it's really inspiring how it's going to be improving their health. And we heard about it. It's a place for people to meet, or it inspires stories or art, you know, and it's rooted in that history. That's really inspiring.
It's been lovely talking to you this morning. Anna Perks, Tree Equity Lead for Scotland, the Woodland Trust. We wish, of course, Glasgow well in the competition. We'll find out. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.